Hey, what's up? What's up? Joe in Vegas back with another review, another non-concert. I've been on kind of a kick lately. I've been doing a lot of the local stuff that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been kind of checking them out. Had a very good experience maybe a month or two ago at the Titanic exhibit at the Luxor. You can read my review. You can listen to my review and my profile. I gave it some pretty strong reviews because it really was exceptional. And even a few months out, the more I think about it, how great it was. And when I was there, I did see right next to it. I'll get into it. It's actually the same line to go in, but there's the bodies exhibit, which when I first moved to Vegas, I went to it. I think it's traveling. It's all over different cities. I don't know if it travels or it's like permanent exhibits, but it's basically a journey into the human body using real bodies, which is what makes it creepy and disgusting and fascinating and intoxicating and just incredibly interesting. I remember when I first went to it years ago, I thought it was incredible. I thought it was so different. So I was wondering how I would feel all these years later. So I decided to go. Okay, so on price, I looked it up online. It said it was $25 for locals, $35 I think for regular visitors. There's a lot of little discounts. There's military, there's AAA, there's I think MGM Rewards cards takes you down. I got there, they charged me $28. I don't know why. It was $25, but I'm not going to fight them over $3. Anyway, out of the gate, I had some issues. So it's right next to the Titanic thing, and I don't know why, and I don't know whose brilliant idea was to do this. The line to get into bodies is the exact same line as the Titanic. Now, I don't know how it was in the past, but since the submersive, so what's it called, the submersible, those guys went down and died, and there was a huge interest in the Titanic again. Also, I'm guessing because of my amazing review, that the Titanic has become a lot more popular these days. The bodies is not so much. So to stick everybody on it took me about 20 minutes, maybe a little bit more, to get to the front of the line because I am sharing it. So for every 10 people going in Titanic, maybe there's one person going into the bodies. I don't know why they're doing it like this. And for people to enter Titanic, it's a different experience than entering the bodies. When you get to the front with Titanic, they hand you a boarding pass, they give you a speech. They tell you about don't take pictures here, we have this, and then they guide you to the front where there's another employee who takes a picture of you on like the front bow with a green screen so you can have your Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet kind of picture. So because of that and because of how popular Titanic is, they slowly let people into the Titanic. So this way everybody isn't rushing at the same time. You give you time to space it out, which I understand. But why the fuck would you make the bodies people stand there and listen to your pitch over and over again? So out of the gate, 25 minutes for me to get in or for anybody to get in, I think it's unacceptable. You're paying a lot of money to go, $30 a head, which is the same as the Titanic. You can hire an extra employee. And there were a few employees just kind of standing around picking their nose. They could have easily made a separate line and let someone else check in the bodies people. So be prepared to wait before you get in, which to me is a big turnoff, especially at how small and quick the bodies exhibit is. I actually saw a lady who bought both tickets, and she came out of the Titanic, and the employee there made her get back at the end of the line and have to sit 20 minutes in the line to go into the bodies. And she started complaining. I heard her ask for a manager. I don't know what happened. But, I mean, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. So they really need to work on that. So hopefully someone from this company hears this and makes that change because it's unacceptable, I think. Anyway, so once you get past the Titanic people, they send you to the right, you go up an escalator. The thing is broken down room by room by room by room. So one room, is about the cardiovascular system. One room is about the lungs. One room is about the digestive system. One room is about reproduction. And in every room, they have real body parts that have been colored so you can see the different arteries and veins. They have been cut open so you can see the inside. They have full bodies that are there that you can kind of peek into. They have some bodies that are chopped in half. There's a lot of things where it kind of looks like it went through what are they called? Meat slicers. You know, they just evenly sliced on the entire body in like 30 pieces. So you really can tilt your head and look in and see what a body looks like from a ton of different angles. It's interesting. It is. It's interesting. But one thing I realized is you have to be in the right mood. And coming off of Titanic, that was like entertainment value. There was, they had rebuilt the Titanic deck and they had the staircase, and there was, I don't know, I felt the Titanic was more entertainment. This felt more science-y. And what's interesting is this is stuff that bored the fuck out of you when you were in school, when they were teaching you about this stuff. It just was very, very boring. Now you're supposed to be enthralled by it. And you are a little bit more to the degree. As you get older and as your body starts falling apart, you kind of want to see, you get a little more curious about what's going on. I really believe if you are in medicine, if you're a doctor, a nurse, even pharmaceuticals, I think this will be fascinating to you because it's really, a peek inside of what you do all day. For everybody else, I found it boring. Honestly, I did. I found it boring. I found it, you have to be just in the right mood for this. And coming out of a casino, and I don't know, maybe it's post-COVID where you're just looking for fun and getting drunk and gambling and whatever, and to go sit and study what the lungs look like. It's interesting, but I don't know. I found it very small, too. The Titanic one, and I don't mean to keep comparing it to Titanic, but I think if you have $30 to spend and you're going to go to Titanic or this, 1,000% go to Titanic. It's a lot more interesting. There's parts that are kind of neat. There's one box that, like, when you get to the lung exhibit, they show you what a smoker's lung looks like and a regular lung. They have a little box there that says, dispose of your cigarettes right now. And it's just a glass box that everyone puts their cigarettes in because when you watch that or you see that firsthand, you want to stop smoking immediately. But overall, I found it pretty quick. I honestly can say it probably took me 30 minutes to blow through the whole thing. And it's like injury on top of insult or insult on top of injury, whatever that saying is, or squeezing lemon into an open wound, that you have to wait online for 20 minutes for something that's 30, 40 minutes long. So it wasn't very big compared to the Titanic. You can blow through it pretty quick unless you really want to sit there and study each thing like a student. It's all right. I don't know. I think there's better things to do in Vegas for that cost. I think they should lower the price. Definitely split the line. Maybe do something. Now, there's another exhibit at Bally's called the Real Bodies or something. This one's called the Body Exhibit, and the other one's called the Real Bodies. I did a little check to see. Apparently, that one's a little bit bigger, and they have more. They delve into. They said the sociological aspects of the body and emotional parts of the body and things like that. So maybe that's a little more entertaining than this. This seemed really sciencey. Scale of 1 to 10, honestly, I hate to say it, I'm probably going to give it a 4.5 out of 10. I think it's too expensive. I don't think it's worth the money. You're better off doing other things in Vegas, but that's pretty it. Not really a lot to say about it. I hope this helps someone make some decisions. I'll post some videos in there. Again, it's cool. There's some very cool parts of it. I like the fetus ones where they show all the different fetuses and different stages. I like the heart one was really cool, the way they colored the heart, and they had a darker room, so it kind of glowed a little bit, but I don't know if it's worth the money. I don't know. All right, thanks for listening. I hope this helps, and I will subscribe and comment. Tell me what you think of it, and I will see you at the next show. Thanks. Bye.